So welcome back, people, to MG Sports TV. I just recently read an article. I did a video on it surrounding the Steve McCLAREN decision around utilizing of the local players, all these type of things. They well local players have done, and in the same article, he did state clearly. He did say that that's his word that he will continue to select the local players going forward. Should this be concerning? All right, so thank you again for tuning in. Really appreciate it. And we are going to be discussing the statement that McCLAREN made about, Mr. Steve McCLAREN made about continue to using the Jamaica Premier League players going forward. Now, everyone knows that I'm a huge advocate for the JPL players, not just because I cover the league, because I do believe that everyone deserves an opportunity. Everyone deserves an opportunity if you are technically, tactically, physically, and footballing ready to be granted that opportunity. Now, my concern, this one, I don't think this will be a long video. My concern is, was this statement made genuinely from Steve McCLAREN's observation of utilizing the players, or quote unquote, an external party is getting involved? I wonder if you guys understand what I'm trying to say. I wonder if you guys get where I'm going at. Now, if Steve McCLAREN working with these players, playing these players, would have seen that these players are doing well, that these players are carrying out instruction that he wants from them, and they're general, as I said, doing well and putting the performance which is required to play at that level. That's fine. That's 100% totally fine by me. And I can clearly say what we saw from Werner Brown in the last game in St. Vincent. We can categorically say that that's evidence. That in itself is evident that these players he himself is ready. So they are players who potentially could be ready. Now, I know you'll find players who say, you'll find people, I should say, or fans who say, it's just St. Vincent, wait until you play against better opponents. But the same can be said for some of the players in the team who are regulars, who have been there a long while, who have played at high level, who are just not putting in good performance. If it's just St. Vincent, why aren't these players looking a lot better, putting in better performance? So we can't just look at it bare face and say it's just St. Vincent. If it's just St. Vincent, even on a bad day, the likes of Demari Gray, Bobby Reid should look exceptionally better than everyone, even on their bad days. But that is not the case. That is not the case. It's not a bad day, and it's just St. Vincent, but we are getting substandard performances from some of the players who have high expectations from. So what I'm doing here, I set it clear, I set the foundation of the conversation, I'm setting the foundation of the argument. I'm eliminating people having a discussion that is just St. Vincent. I'm getting that out of the way. Because as I said, if it's just St. Vincent, automatically, it means that even on a bad day, our best superstars should look far better than everyone else, even on a bad day. And on their good day, they should look super. But that's not the case right now. So with the performance that many might saw or many saw from Warner Brown, that might give confidence to a lot of the supporters, especially local supporters of the Reggae Boyz, local supporters of the Jamaica Premier League, that we do have talent who can make themselves or quit themselves in the national or in the senior setup and produce, and not just go there and be a passenger, or not just to go there or be a part of the team to be lambasted by supporters that they don't deserve to be there. So the likes of Rona Brown and King would have definitely made that clear. Now, on the other hand, let me move away from that. On the other hand, if the coach's statement is not coming from his genuine observation or the players rewarding, or should I say the players rewarding their selection by putting in good performance, and the statement is made from an external factor applying pressure on the coach for the selection of the local players, that is where I myself might have a problem. And it's a serious problem, because for many time or many years, Jamaica supporters are saying that there are external factors affecting the coach's selection, all these type of things. And this in itself would have been evident or proof of such proof thereof of such statements that were made from the past, or should I say accusations that were made from the past. So if a third party is influencing the coach upon selection of local players, I would not want that to be the case. I want the coach to select the players that he deems good enough to take the team forward. The players that he deems his best players to take the team forward. Even if there's no JPL players in the squad, it's all about what best foot can put forward for the best outcome of the team. Now, it's an interesting talking point, a very interesting talking point. I do think a lot more persons will take it up. I do think a lot more persons will take it up and probably go a little bit more deep or more in depth on the subject area than I. But I want to highlight that specific statement that was made by the coach, and I want it to make clear that this statement is made based on the fact that the coach is impressed with the players being selected and the performance that he got from them, and the players rewarding the coach's selection, and not just external factors influencing the coach in selecting the JPL players. That's not the case. I want it to be the players being rewarded on merit for doing well and playing well. If the coach internally don't believe that these players are good enough, then don't select the players then. Don't allow external factors or influences to force you to select. Well, it depends on who, if that's the case. It depends on who if that's the case. As I said, it's an interesting fact. It's an interesting fact. Just though I just hope say him not really soft. I hope say not soft. And any decision that he made, that's his decision, and he can stand by it and he can defend it. I'm very, very hopeful of that. Anyways, tell me what you think in the comment section. People, I would really, really want to hear what your guys' opinion on the matter. In the meantime, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you guys again. Until next time, MG Sports TV. My boys are gone. Big up on yourself, people. Out. God bless. Boom. I mean, outside. Now then, what?